the rapt audience on Channel 77 is absolutely waiting for us to start. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call to order the CRA meeting of July the 11th. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you. All right, I think our first item of business is roll call.
Board Member Galvin.
Here.
Board Member Keys. Here. Board Member Desorme.
Here.
Board Member Bien-Aimé.
Here.
Chairman Joseph. Board Member, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. And now we'll toss it to Rasha. Rasha, you're
Good
on.
evening. Agenda item number 1 is a resolution to approve the recess authority. As it is now the practice of the North Miami CRA to follow the city's procurement procedures, we are mirroring this resolution that we got from the city attorney's office to allow the board, the CRA attorney, the CRA executive director, and the city clerk to operate the CRA during the recess. I'm asking the clerk to please read the resolution.
A resolution of the chair and board members of the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency authorizing the executive director, the city clerk, and the NMCRA attorney to take all necessary action and to execute all documents relating to the operations of the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency during the board's recess commencing July 12, 2017 through August 21st, 2017, providing for an effective date and for all other purposes.
Thank you, Gertie. Is there a motion to approve the measure?
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Next item is Bagel Bar East Rehabilitation Grant. North Miami Bagels, Inc., doing business as Bagel Bar East, located at 1990 Northeast 123rd Street. They have been in our community for over 22 years. They currently employ 10 full-time and 2 part-time employees. They are requesting a rehab grant to do a complete facelift, interior and exterior facelift of the restaurant. Mr. and Mrs. Hockman are here if you have any additional questions. They have provided 3 bids. The total cost of the project is $426,897. As per new grant guidelines, they can apply for $100,000 for the rehab grant. There are no violations on the property. We feel this is a great opportunity to provide a facelift to an institution that has been in our community for a few decades. And as you can see in the pictures, their rehab, the facade and the interior renovation is going to give it a tremendous facelift on just the design, the new logo. They're streamlining everything. So we recommend approval. And like I said, Mr. and Mrs. Hockman are here if you have any questions, comments for them.
Do you recommend that the Hockmans make a presentation, or does anybody from the board have any questions for the Hockmans?
You have it with the resolution, no?
Yeah, not yet. I have a
The
question
clerk,
after
no?
the resolution. The clerk reads it.
There's no resolution.
Oh,
There's no
It's a grant.
resol?
Yeah, no, it's a
Okay.
grant.
Okay.
Are these the pictures in the front? Are these the renovated how it will be looking?
How it will look, yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
you will see the before and after, like in the first
Okay.
one, you will see the
Mhm.
existing where the bagel bar
Yeah,
looks very,
yeah,
and now
yeah.
it's very sleek. They're
Mhm.
changing even the flooring. It's going to be like one of those
Awesome.
gray wood,
Yeah.
and so they're changing the whole facade.
Okay. So
and-
move for approval.
It's been moved by Board Member DeSilme, seconded by Mr. Bien-Aimé. Any further council CRA board questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, measure passes 4-0.
Thank you. Next item,
Reports.
no to report.
A quick update, and I think I actually spoke to all 4 of you in the moment that day. Last Thursday, the city's final consideration of the Third Amendment for the CRA was up for consideration by the full Board of County Commission. and it was actually on consent. Prior to the item being taken up, it was pulled for deferral by Commissioner Monestein, with initial concurrence from Commissioner Hayman, under the guise of them having a sunshine meeting to discuss whatever issues they had about the item itself. Where we are, the board, there was a great deal of debate, but the board's decision was to just simply defer the item, allow for the summer break for the two commissioners to have their sunshine meeting, and then the item is placed back on the agenda for September the 7th as it was presented previously. During the break, we will again reach out to Commissioner Monestein, Commissioner Hayman, although at this point I've spoken at length with her to see what remaining issues, but you all gave me your guidance and you were clear. We have a 5-0 vote to vote for the structure that we're looking for, and even at the date of the date of the meeting, I presented that, I wasn't allowed to present it on the record, but I was able to say, hey, the delay is on the Board of County Commission side. So what the action they did take was they did extend us till that next date. So we don't have any issues. They're not going to hold any money.
Or is that an extension for 6 months?
They at September 7th for the item to come back, but they did say we had an additional 6 months
yeah.
to operate. So
Yeah.
they won't be showing us any money. So in September, we'll get our normal funding as usual and go through the process. It was pretty clear during the discussion that I think we had pretty good support on the board as a whole for our CRA to move forward. So we'll just wait for that September 7th. And I guess I would encourage you all individually to have conversation with both commissioners if you have an opportunity to.
No,
Okay.
well,
Councilman DeSoma?
can I say something? I had a conversation, and it's on public, and I'm asking your office if you guys will provide me a list of communication that was said between either folks on this dais and your office and Rasha's with Commissioner Monestein, because I watched the meeting, and he said that there was no meeting, none whatsoever. And I was taken back because I know, and I'm saying this publicly, that I had a meeting with him. And I know Councilman Bienemy had a meeting with him
You
because
saw me there.
no, that's what I knew you had a
saw me
meeting with
there,
him.
yeah.
No, and I'm going to tell
Prior
you
to
why I
yours,
knew,
yeah.
because you went before me in your meeting because we were waiting, and then something had happened. So when I went there, he was waiting, and after he had his meeting, and I went in doing the same thing. And I know the manager was sitting in both of the meetings, so I assume you were meeting on something. But I know you were there on the same day that I was. So I would like a chronological memo of those dates and what had happened, because I can't. I know you've been saying you downtown meeting with commissioners, and the fact that you would not meet with one commissioner, that's a little questioning to me and very, very puzzling. So I want to just get that straightened out. But I don't know, if I need to have any meeting with anyone. I mean, if they want to call us, I'm more than happy but I think that's a sunshine meeting they need to have, because I think us as a board and
You've
I think
taken
this
your
board
position.
took leadership, and you guys and the board been very clear on what we need to do, and that's what it is. So they need to figure out what they got to do.
I will say, unfortunately, I was not able. They let me speak, but I could only answer a very narrow
Yeah, no
question. Just so that you guys have comfort in the executive director, myself, Rasha, and the CRA board attorney met with Commissioner Monestein. We met with Commissioner Hayman. We sent communications to all of the county commissioners about what we passed. I personally met with at least 10 of them face to face and had phone calls with the others that I was not able to meet face to face with. So everyone was met with, knew exactly where we're going, and not for nothing, we did go through the process. So we weren't waived on the board. We had a full committee hearing where the item was considered. You had public hearing. We were there. It passed, like 6-1 or whatever the vote was, 4-1, and then it was waived as a consent agenda item.
Okay.
It was put on. It was forwarded as a consent agenda item. So you know, we follow
Would it be
the protocol.
on September 7th? Would it be a consent or
It
a
will
public?
continue to
Because-
be a consent agenda
Because there's
item.
some folks who wanted to say a few words, but that's something we'll
They,
we'll,
I
we'll
think
we'll deal
what
with.
they would have to do, and we can clarify the date and time. You can go to the hearing that's for the right
but
to
be-
public. It may
There-
not be
there was a
on that
comment
agenda.
that was
yeah.
made about a lot of the seniors, and
Right.
on Friday I got
Yep.
a lot of them were very upset, and they really, I told them that was not the proper thing. There will be an opportunity. Perhaps they'll get a chance to speak their mind, whatever the case is. But okay, thank you.
Mhm.
That's all.
All right, any other board members with other comments on the report? Thank you, Mr. Manager. Is there anything else under the agenda that we need to discuss?
Just enjoy your vacations.
Thank you, guys. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes. Second.
Adjourned at 6 o'clock.